Oh hey, didn't see you there. Welcome to Board It Up, a channel all about board games. My name's Aaron, I'm your host, and after a bit of a break, I'm coming to you with another video of an unboxing of Seventh Continent. Now this is not technically unboxing because I've already opened it, played it. This is more of a what's in the box. What's in the box? So this is a game for 1 to 4 players by Sears Poulp, and this was actually funded by Kickstarter. And it became a huge hit. They raised a lot of money. This already came out a few years back, and then they already came up with an expansion of it called "What Goes Up Must Come Down." I've done an unboxing of the video already, and I'll link that in the description if you're interested. And the reason I'm doing this right now, even though it's not really an unboxing, is because Serious Pulp, this company that made this, is rumored to be releasing a new Kickstarter for their new game called Seventh Citadel, and it's to be coming out on Kickstarter very soon, in probably this year in 2020 or the early next year. And it's has the same mechanics. It's more of a spiritual successor to Seventh Continent than a sequel, but it'll be very similar. So here we go, Seventh Continent. It's 1 to 4 players, and it's cooperative. You have the rule book here. The rules are very clear. I haven't beaten the game myself, so I can't comment on all the details of the playthrough, but here we go. I did fund this on Kickstarter, and I got this from Kickstarter, but it's been on my shelf for a while, and I haven't played it that much. So the whole point is you are a team of survivors that are stuck on an island, and you're trying to escape and solve the mystery of the island. Your team is cursed, and you have a limited amount of turns to figure out how to get rid of the curse and then escape the island. And there are different missions that come. So because once you've played it, once you've beaten it, you basically know the solution to that mission. And you can play with a different group of people if you like, but once you've beaten it, then that's it. So that's why they come up with a few missions in the box. You have these player sheets that give you the basic turn order and the amount of actions that you could do, and it's very straightforward. It looks complicated because there are so many actions that you could do. As an example, you could move, backtrack, snowshoe, swim, go see, pathfind, spot, search, craft, make, eat, take, think, etc. But then each tile that you're on, you're essentially laying tiles as you go around this map and exploring the map. I'll show you some of the pieces in a little bit here. And each tile clearly tells you what options you have for the actions that you can take. So it's very intuitive. And the symbols that you use is very straightforward. It's very straightforward when you see it. So here's what's in the box. You have 8 dice here that are small. This, as far as I know, this game doesn't actually have dice rolling, and these dice are used to just keep track of how many times you can use certain items. So you'll have an item, and you'll put this dice on top, so you have 5 uses left, and then when you use it, you'll turn it down to 4, and then count down to 3, etc. So these are usually used as counters for their pips. And then you have these figurines. Now I'm not sure if the actual minis come with the base game, or if I got the minis because I funded it on Kickstarter. I know there are some characters that I got because of the Kickstarter, and they have these tokens too, so that makes you think that the base standard retail version does not have the minis. I'll check that out, and I'll leave it in the description. So you have different characters. They're very small, but they're detailed enough, and you don't need them obviously, but it's cool nevertheless. And it comes with 4 characters, I believe. Yeah, so let's see, you have 3 there. Focus. You have a little fire token. Oh no, you have a lot more characters. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 characters, and they have their own standees and tokens as well if you prefer that. So let's put that to the side for now. And here you have the standees that you can clip onto your punch board pieces if you prefer that. So it also comes with a magnifying glass. I'll tell you why that's important in a second. Yeah, so these are where the minis were. It's empty right now because I've already opened it. These are just placeholders. If you have an expansion, maybe you can put it in there, but that's just that's where some of the other pieces were that after I unboxed it, I spread it out like this. So essentially you have a series of cards that are numbered from 0 to something in the 400s. Actually, no, it goes all the way up to 600s as well. Yeah. And then as you explore I'll show you a couple of the tiles without spoiling much. So if you don't want any spoilers, you want to pause the video here or skip ahead a few seconds. So as an example, I think this is one of the starting tiles. Yeah, so this is one of the starting tiles. It's number 4, and you would lay this out on the map, and this will tell you what actions you can do on the map. So you can walk, you can look here on the cliff. I'm not sure what that is. I think you climb down maybe, and then you can explore in these two directions. So you would put this on the map, and then as you explore, you would lay more tiles around it, and it'll turn into this big map of the island as you're exploring. And the cards also come with green backs, and also some cards have gold backs. And why is that important? That's important because sometimes when you come back to a previous location, so you've already used the green one, and once you come back, it'll be a gold one. So the map would have changed. As an example, I'm making this up, so this is not really a spoiler. The first time you come to the beach, maybe there are seagulls that you can hunt and kill and eat. But then you come back later and there aren't any seagulls anymore, or maybe it's night and then something else happens, some stuff like that. So each time the game changes up, and then that keeps you on your feet all the time. And you keep doing that. You're exploring the map. You're doing this different things. You're finding equipment. You're crafting things. You're finding food, shelter, and you're exploring this mystery of the island. And then you have a limited number of turns. It also comes with this nice tray for your cards. So you will draw from this. It's a punch board, and I already fixed it up, so I don't have to do it on camera. It's very straightforward. And each time you do an action, you draw from your action deck, and once that runs out, then the game doesn't immediately end, but now you're in instant death mode because there are some curses in the deck, and if you draw the curses from the action deck, you don't die, you keep going, you just discard them. But once that deck is finished, then you reshuffle the discard pile and put it back and you make a new action deck. And now if you draw a curse, you immediately die and end the game. So the whole point of the game and the flavor of it's like a choose your own adventure book or a game that you've probably heard of or played, and they were really popular in the 90s and early 2000s too, I think. And you're trying to figure out which path is the most optimal path to get to the end, and there could be different endings, and you're choosing different options in this option tree, and you're trying to figure out how to go ahead with things. So that's essentially this game in a box. It's really fun. You have also these fog tiles that you can do different things, and you explore and you find stuff in the back. You can find different creatures, and some of the cards. The reason why they come with this magnifying glass is I don't want to show anything actually on the cards because that would spoil things. But there are some details that are very small that are hidden on these cards that you need to really look through, and if you find them, that could give you a bonus, or that could lead you on a different path. So there could be secrets that are on the cards themselves that you might not be able to see. So you want to take a closer look with the magnifying glass as well. So there's a lot of mystery, and like I said, here let's look at the characters. Each character will have different abilities and different combination of cards that come with them. So you have Ferdinand, you have Mary, Victor Frankenstein, okay, and Dimitri, Who is this? Lovecraft. Okay. I think Lovecraft was one of the Kickstarter exclusives. And then Keelan Pendleton. Elliot Pendleton. I'm not sure if he was a Kickstarter exclusive too. I think he was. So basically, depending on how many characters you choose to play with, depending based on the number of players, you select a character and take their specific cards and you shuffle that into the action deck. And there are some generic cards that go into the action deck as well. And those are some equipments and stuff they can. Let's see if I can find it. So Ferdinand here has a pull, a gourmet for cooking, yeah. And then secondary route. Water knows the way, life in the wind. So these are different actions and different things maybe they can build. They get different stars. So stars are your successes when you try to attempt to do a certain kind of action. So if you have stars that are built in that help you accomplish that, there's a fishing symbol for her, a paddle, etc. And then this guy Frankenstein can do all these different actions. And if you do these different actions, you start with some stars built in. So that's an example of that. And probably the very last thing that I want to comment on is that this game comes with a very intuitive and straightforward saving mechanism. So if you're in the middle of a game and you want to take a break or you want to pause and resume some other time, there's a system built in place where you can save your progress. So you will take note of how many equipment you're carrying. You have these tiles here that help you with it. Oh, not these ones. These ones here. Oh, there you go. That's the save ones here. So you have the save, and then you have these cards that keep track of how many uses you have on each item. Like I said, the dice represent how many uses you have on each item. And then you save your character skills, you have your advanced skills, your banished cards, and then you can just resume where you stopped the previous time. The only thing is the map doesn't reset, so you still have to explore again. But everything you've discovered that you have on yourself, any upgrades you've gotten, any experience you've gotten will carry on. So that's and it's very easy. It takes only a couple of minutes to save and then reset it for the next time. So that's a brief overview of what's in the box for Seventh Continent. And oh, one other thing that I remembered, they come with these trays. So it's very easy to actually, if you want to take a tray out and keep the cards in the tray, so you don't have to move to keep this box. You can keep the trays outside and you can move it in sections. So that's actually very nice that they did that. And the storage, you store them when it comes in, you'll have to open up all the wrappers and then put them in the orders with the dividers, so it's easier for you to figure out where the numbers are because they're divided, and you go on from there. So there you go. After I've played it enough and I feel comfortable giving my review and opinion, I'll do a review video of this and I'll talk about what I thought about it. And until next time, if you like unboxing videos, gameplay videos, stuff like this, anything board game related, please like this video, comment, and subscribe. It would really help out the channel. And check out my other videos. I'll link a whole bunch of stuff just like this in the box below. And I really appreciate your support. So like I said, I do unboxings like this, reviews, walkthroughs, and let's plays, all things board game related. So if you enjoy this, please subscribe, and I'll hit that bell notification button so you keep notified when I do my next video. All right, see you on the next one. Bye.